Hello. Sorry, my camera literally just fell down. So I don't know. We're just gonna go with it. I think that's good, right? Everyone can see me. I'm still setting up. I don't know why I turned on the light. But if you're already watching, say hi in the chat. How are you? I think you all can see me here. Whoa, what's going on with my chat? There it is. I don't know if you can see, but this is all different from other lives that we've done. If we pop this out. Comments, okay, okay. I want to see your comments. I want to see who's watching, and I want to talk to you all. It doesn't. Okay, this is fine too. This is fine. We can have the comments on another tab. No problem. Sure. Let's just do it like this. Gotham. Hi. Gotham, is that how I say your name? Am I saying it right? I don't know. I don't know. Let me know. Am I saying your name right or no? Alright, clean my glasses. Teresa! Hi! How are you? That is you, right? I don't have my glasses, so I can't see very well. I'm cleaning my glasses. This is what's going on. Oh, jeez. So, full confession, I accidentally clicked go live when I wasn't ready, but it's okay. I clicked go live, but my camera was down because it fell down, and I didn't notice, and then I'm looking at my camera and it's all white, and that's because the camera was looking at the desk. Believe it or not, it's 8 a.m. for me, but I've been awake for like an hour and a half, maybe. So I'm not just waking up, right? But we're good. We're good. Let me see the chat here. I need to be able to see you all. Gotham, you're already starting with the grammar. I love it. Karina from California, looking forward to this class. Welcome, welcome. Good morning. Good morning, because we're in the same time zone. Gotham, you want to know the difference between have been and had been. I know we're going over grammar, but I don't think we're going to go into the specifics because this is only a 45-minute class. And Sarwar, my friend, who is supposed to be our main student today, who won this class, he's obviously not here yet, so I'm hoping he'll be here soon. But yeah, so he just wanted to talk about basic grammar. So I'm trying to keep it very basic, Gotham. So hopefully, with the little bit that I have prepared, I'm hoping that it'll be able to help you out. Okay. Alvik. I was going to say Alvik. Judith, welcome from Hungary. I can never say it right, but welcome. I'm always so happy to see the same pictures again and again, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Teresa, that's great. I'm glad to hear that you are good. I'm doing well. Like I said, I always wake up before my alarm goes off. And so then I try to stay in bed and go to sleep a little bit more, but then that just never works. And so I thought, okay, I'm just going to get up and get ready for today. But, and then I think I was just saying that my camera fell down, and I have a desk that I can push up, or I can not push, I don't push it, but I have a little, it's a crank, where if I turn it one way, the desk goes up, or if I turn it the other way, the desk goes down. So I was turning it so that I could put the desk up so I can stand up while I'm working with you guys, and the camera fell down. So we're all good. I think I fixed it. This is okay. You can see me. As long as you can see me, we're all good. That's okay. It is 8:03. I don't know. Sadwad, you're supposed to be on the Zoom. Click the Zoom link so you can be in the video with me. Ah, gee. Oh, people, come on. Sarwan, go to your Facebook messages. I sent you the link for this Zoom class. Join the Zoom link so that you and I can talk because you are my main student and I want you to be able to talk to me, not just message. Well, we know he is here. Let's give Sarwan a minute so that he can get on Zoom. I don't want to look like I have short hair. But all the rest of you, where are you from? What time is it in your country, in your city right now? What are you looking forward to the most in this class? What do you want to learn the most? I already have the class prepared, so I'm not going to change a lot of stuff. But if I know what you want, then maybe I can try to fit it in where I see maybe it could fit. Yeah. Amal from Egypt. That's so cool. I love that. From Egypt. Oh, that's awesome. I've never been to Egypt. I no, I don't have a friend in Egypt, but I want to go to Egypt. Uh, so maybe I get to meet you there one day. I don't know. We'll see. Alrighty. Hopefully, I'm hoping Sarwat is logging into the Zoom. I really don't want to start without him because he is the main student. But for the rest of you on the comments on Facebook Live, yeah, keep telling me, where are you from? What time is it now in your city, in your country? If there's different times for your country, what time is it for you? What do you want to learn in this class? Remember, this is a basic grammar class, and it'll only be about 45-ish minutes. Got them from India. It's 8:35 p.m. Nice. 8:35 at night, for those of you who don't know. Very cool. That is exciting. Amal, you're welcome. Yes, nice. Thank you. Very nice, very nice. So tell me, what do you all struggle with when it comes to grammar? Um, and please don't just say, oh, I just don't know what words to say, because that's not grammar. That's vocabulary. Just saying. Just pointing that out. I do want to give a disclaimer. Hopefully you know what a disclaimer is. But I do want to just say that grammar is not my strong suit to teach. I just know grammar and I just use grammar. So I'm kind of in the same situation as you when it comes to your native language. Can you teach your own native language's grammar? Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I have to study my grammar subjects in order to be able to teach it. So what I'm going to teach you today, I had to study it so that I could teach it to you. Hi, Sarwar. Sarwar. In your Facebook Messenger, I'm going to send it to you one more time. Your Facebook Messenger, where we were messaging and we were talking by chat, I sent you the link. I'm going to send it to you one more time in Messenger. There it is. I sent it to you in your messages. Just click the link and you should be good. You should be in. Oh! Yeah, I don't know. We have a notification. It's fine. Oyuna. I don't know if I said that right. From Mongolia. Oh, I love it. That's awesome. Sarwa, you found the link. Yes. Oyuna from Mongolia. That's very cool. Did I say your name right? He might be having trouble coming in. But it's 11 p.m. Wow. Thank you so much for staying awake and talking to us. Thank you so much, Oyuna. Sarwar, can you hear me okay?
Yes, 100%.
There you go. Perfect. There you go. Let me just finish saying hi to everyone. Dulanjali, I remember you from the last live, I think, the last live class that we did from Sri Lanka. Very cool. Welcome, Dulanjali. And Gotham wants to know yeah, learning grammar is perplexed. It is very confusing. I completely understand. It's confusing to learn and it's confusing to teach, right? Yeah, I get it. But yeah, welcome, Sarwad. You made it.
Yes.
Very cool. Alrighty, Sarwad. I have you like 2 or 3 times in here. Why do I have that? You can hear me, okay?
Yeah, 100% okay.
Okay,
But
and you okay, perfect. That as
okay,
long as you can hear
okay.
me and you can see me, we are good. Sarwar,
Yeah,
how
yeah,
are
you're great.
you?
You're great. Nice looking. Oh, first class presentation. Thank you.
Nice, nice. That's so good. So how are you though?
I'm I'm happy. I'm lot of happy. You have honored me. I'm a people and one class of international teacher honored me. I'm really feeling happy.
No problem, no problem. Well, I want to thank you because you come to our my free speaking practices on Mondays, right? You come sometimes, and I know sometimes you're busy, and so you can't come, and that's okay. But you come, and then you always share all of the stuff that I post. So that I want to thank you because that helps me get to more people, and then that means I can help more people. And so thank you so much for that, Sarwar. Nice. So Sarwar, you want to talk about basic grammar, right? So can you tell me what's the problem? What's going on there?
But I think your sound is double repeating.
I think it's because there are two of you in here. Here.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
please, ma'am. I want to throw you my mobile from my mobile. Please allow me from mobile.
Sarwar, I can only have one of you. Yeah. So no mobile and computer, only one time.
Only mobile, only
Yeah.
mobile. Allow me your mobile. Okay, okay, okay.
Technological problems here. Uh, so Sarwar, you're going to join from your mobile. Well, while you do that, Sarwar, Assis Anastasia from Egypt, Timor. Very cool. I love it. That's so cool. Welcome. I'm hoping to get started with the class sometime soon. But as you can see, my student has to switch devices. Teresa, you want to join us? Teresa, this is supposed to be Sarwar's class. I know it doesn't look like it. But Teresa, you can chat with us, okay? Just like everyone else, all of the rest of you who are watching us. I don't know how many of you or who's watching, but you can all just chat with us in the Facebook chat. Um, you should be able to see my screen. Let me double check that. Yeah. Oh, that's me. Ha, that's funny. But yeah, so you should be able to see my screen. You see, this is why I have the video so you can see me as well. But yeah, if you all have questions, if you want to say something, just a comment, you can do that as well, okay? What's going on? What is happening? Telling you. I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't know what to say. Here. You see how there's a 40 minutes limit on here? I don't want there to be a limit, so I exit and I come back in. Ha! And hopefully he can join us. I don't know. There he is. Okay. Hello, hello. Is he joining? You can see he's joining. See, now I have 3 people. Now I only have 40 minutes to give this Zoom meeting. It's all right. We just want him to learn some basic grammar. Ba-da-da-ba. In the meantime, I'll dance for you. Oh, no, Sadwan, maybe he's having connection problems. I don't know. Maybe it's the internet or something. I don't know. I don't know. So you've already told me where you are from. You've already told me the time. Let me know. We already kind of talked about, some of you mentioned what is difficult about grammar. Some of you haven't. So maybe what is different, what is difficult in English grammar for you? Write that in the chat for me. Let's talk. I could just start presenting, but see. Okay. Teresa, yeah, I've forgotten he has just one during the last class. Yeah, exactly. So the last class that Teresa is talking about, for those of you who don't know, is every Monday we do a free English speaking practice. It's on Monday at 8 a.m. my time in California. So in California time, or PST or PDT, and that's 8 a.m. In other parts of the world, I don't know. I don't know what time it is. You know what I could do? Here's what I could do. Let me share my screen. This is the presentation that we're going to go over, but a lot of you ask me in the in comments and in private messages, you ask me, teacher, what time is 8 a.m. in California to, let's say, India time? So this is what I say. 8, I'm not typing. 8 a.m. Ha! See, I already did this because I talked to people in India. But if I do 8 a.m. So I'm saying, so our Monday, our English speaking practice on Mondays is at 8 a.m. PST time. That's California time, or that's PDT. Different people know it differently. To, let's say, the Philippines. That is 11 p.m. on the same day. So 8 a.m. Monday would be 11 p.m. Monday in the Philippines. What if we do, we just said India. Tell me where you are all from. I'll check the comments as well. 8 a.m. in India, that would be 8 a.m. the same day. That would be 10:30. That's not 10:30. That's 8:30 p.m. in on the same day, so on Monday. We have someone from Egypt here. That is 5 p.m. on the same day. You understand where I'm going with this? I hope you understand. But this is the way to find the different time for your time. I don't know if that makes sense. So Monday's English speaking practice is at 8 a.m. California time. So even if I say California time to Egypt, because you are in Egypt, or you are in, hey, Sri Lanka. That's not right, Lanka. That is 8:30 in Sri Lanka. Yeah? So this is how you can, okay, let's do it. Tala wants to know in, where? In Syria.
Yes.
8 a.m. Monday in California is 6 p.m. Monday in Syria. Yeah? This is how you guys can check the different time zones. So when you guys are asking, oh, teacher, what time is the free grammar class that we're going to do, hopefully sometime today, this is how you check. And hey, hello, you're back.
Okay.
Okay, let's do this. We are way late getting started, so let's go ahead and start, my friend. Let's put this over here so we can see. Alrighty, so Fatma from Egypt, welcome. As you can see, those watching us on Facebook Live, I have my chat up, so if you have questions, if you have comments, if you want to participate, we're ready, okay? I can read what you have to say. Sadwa, this is your class, so you get to ask questions, interrupt me. Someone said, wait, I think I saw someone say something. I don't remember. Okay. Oh, Before we start, Sarwar, Assis
Yes.
Anastasia says, this is an amazing, dear teacher. This is great for me. Let me move this over. I got it. I am living in the Philippines, so I hope you invite me on Monday. Of course. Um, Sarwar, you've been to our Monday English speaking practices, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
What do you think about the speaking practice on Mondays?
Mm, Monday, like that, you will mean a topic.
No, just what
I
do
will
you
try.
think? What do you think about the talks?
Uh,
Do you think they're
mm,
good or they're bad or
good, good. Always feeling good and good. Day by day upgrade my English speaking skill, and I am feeling proud and my development improvement really good.
Nice.
So I am more happy
Perfect.
for your season, for your management, for managing for a worldwide people English improvement purpose. This is
Nice.
good job,
That's
really good
great,
job.
Sadra. That's great. Thank you so much. I'm
Yeah,
happy that you are happy and I'm happy that you
yeah,
are learning and that you enjoy it. So, everyone watching us
yeah.
on the Facebook Live, you are also welcome to join us. Towards the end of our class today, I'll go ahead and put those links up on the Facebook chat so that you can all see them. But let's get started, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so introduction, we are talking about English grammar, right? Basic English grammar. And this is what I said at the beginning 20 minutes ago. Yeah, a
Yeah,
long
yeah,
time
yeah.
ago, basically, when we were first starting. Um, I'm not super great with grammar. I hate it, honestly. I hate teaching it. I hate learning it. Grammar, that's what I think, right? So when you all say that grammar, oh, it's so difficult, oh, I don't understand, believe me, I know. You don't understand learning it. I don't understand teaching it. Let's just do it. So that's why this is going to be a basic class. And so even though there are hundreds of different grammar rules in English, if you think about it, there's really only five key elements or key ideas or principles to understand grammar. And it does kind of suck that there's so many rules because you don't. I mean, I wouldn't say that you have to memorize every single one of them. I think that you just have to practice every single one of them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of hard to just be like, all right, I'm only going to practice, let's say, punctuation. I'm only going to focus on my period and my exclamation points. I mean, you have to use everything, right? But all of grammar as a whole, it's I think it's going to be really difficult to study grammar if you decide to do like one grammar rule at a time, right? I think, and the way that I teach my private classes and the way that my teachers teach private classes is that we focus more on the practice, which is the way that we're going to focus and work today, okay? Um, so the five main elements of grammar is word order, punct I'm sorry, see, I'm already speaking wrong. I'm already using incorrect grammar. Word order, punctuation, tense and aspect, determiners, and connectors. All right. Sarwar, are you confused? Are you understanding or no?
No, no.
No,
There's
right?
still 5 points.
Yeah.
Still 5 points. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's a lot. So we already did a Facebook Live on word order or syntax. Syntax means word order, so the order of the words in the sentences. Um, so if you want to, we're gonna talk a little bit about word order, but not too much. Okay. And then punctuation. These are a little bit simple as well. I think where it gets a little bit more complicated is when we get to number 3, number 4, and number 5. So we're gonna focus a little bit more on those. Sound good? All right. Really quickly, we have Fatma. Yes, we as teachers, we have a problem in teaching grammar for young learners as they have difficulty in applying the rules, so we together can suggest ways for teaching grammar. Yes, Fatma, I completely understand. Teaching grammar is so difficult. But if you all think about it, think about your native language, right? So Sarwar, what is your native language?
My native language is Bengali.
Bengali. Okay, so think,
Yeah, yeah.
when you were learning Bengali, do you remember
Mm.
how you learned it?
So it's my mother language, it's my native language. So I am feeling my mother talk with me, my father will talk with me. Then I will going to some following you and learn some Bengali. Then day by day upgrade and understand.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
So, Sarwar, would you say that you learned Bengali in one day?
Mm.
Did you learn
No,
all of Bengali in one day?
no,
No, right? Of course not.
no.
So
Right,
that's
right.
this is why, and exactly, Fatma, how you're saying, it's hard to teach grammar rules or vocabulary, because think about when you're learning your native language, whatever that language is. Maybe you speak Arabic and that's Arabic is your first language, or Spanish is your first language, whatever the language is. Think about how you learn that language. Yeah, it's exactly like Sarwar, how you are saying. You are very, very little kids. Oh, you can't see my hands. Very, very little kids, right? You're maybe a baby, and you just hear mom speak and dad speak and
Yeah,
auntie and
yeah,
uncle and grandma, and
yeah,
people are just speaking. And if you think, the very, very first way that we start acquiring not language is through listening,
listening.
right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so then we
right.
listen first, and then what happens after we listen? Maybe around 1 or 2 years old, we start speaking, mama, dada, or no, right? We start speaking. And then we start speaking in more complete sentences. And
Mm,
sometimes, I
mm,
don't know if you know, little kids, sometimes you don't understand what they're saying. Um,
right.
but we start speaking, right? And then that is where the corrections start to happen, and that's where we start learning grammar without actually learning the grammar rules. So if you
Mm,
think, around 3, 4, 5 years old, you start speaking sentences, and you say something,
mm,
and then mom says, oh no honey, you don't say it like that, you
mm,
say it like this,
mm.
right? So then we start getting
Right.
corrected, and so then we start
Same.
learning, oh yeah, so I have to say, um, I'm going to use one of the examples in the presentation here. The farmer is leading a cow. Oh, okay. I don't say the cow is leading a farmer. Oh, okay, okay. And in our small, tiny little person brain, we remember that, yeah? But we don't
Yeah, yeah,
actually
yeah.
know, oh, that's because the subject has to go first and then the object goes at the end. That's a grammar rule. We don't learn the grammar rules in our native language. Yeah. So just to finish out the example, we learn language first by listening and then by speaking, and then what happens next? We start reading and writing once we get to school. Yeah? So when we're talking about learning a new language and learning English specifically, it's the same thing. It's the same exact concept. We have to practice listening first. This is why I always tell all of my students, please make sure that you listen first. So listen to movies in English, music in English, podcasts, books, audiobooks, all of that stuff. Listen first, and then try to speak, and even just copy the sentences that they're saying or that you're listening to. Whew, that was a lot. Does that make sense, Sarwan?
Yes, yes, I understand your
Perfect.
advice. Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah.
Okay. I don't want to go too long. So, um, word order or syntax. English uses word order to determine the relationship between different words. So, again, like I said, I'm not going to go too far into this because we already talked about this. But this would be here our grammar rule, right? The subject normally comes first, then it's the verb, and then it's the object or the adverb. So, for example, the sentence, the farmer is leading a cow. A farmer is a person, is a human, so that's the subject. The farmer is leading, so the farmer is in front, right? And something is following. Leading being the verb, and then cow would be the object. Um, if you change the word order of the sentence, which we talked about before as well, sometimes it can still make sense, but sometimes it doesn't. And sometimes what happens is that the meaning of the sentence completely changes. So if we were to say the cow farmer is leading, Sarwar, can you tell me what this sentence here means?
Yes.
What does this mean
There
here?
you. Uh, the cow farmer is leading is not correct.
Well, this is what I'm saying. If we wanted to mean the same thing as
The
this
farmer,
sentence,
the farmer is leading a cow. That means farmer, Krishna, farmer handling or leading a cow.
exactly, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
The farmer is leading a cow means that the
Cow.
farmer, human being, is in front and the cow is following the farmer. That's what that means. But
Yeah.
here, the cow farmer is leading. It just means that there's a farmer and this farmer farms only cows. So he or she doesn't have chickens, there's no goats, there's no bulls, there's no other animals, there's only cows. So he or she is a cow farmer, and this cow farmer is leading. So there's something following. And that's where we don't have the object because we don't know what the cow farmer is leading. Does that make sense? Yeah?
The farmer is leading, but subject is farmer.
Well, so here in this sentence, the subject is farmer, the verb is
Farmer
leading, and the object is
leading
cow, right?
cow.
In this sentence down here, the subject is cow farmer, the verb is leading, and we don't have an
Leading.
object. Yeah, right? So this is where word order and syntax, and this is what we talked about in the last Facebook Live, as long as ta-da, it makes
Sentence
sense.
structure.
Yeah, as long as it makes sense and whoever is listening to you or reading, if you're writing something and whoever's reading what you wrote, as long as the other people can understand you, then it's good. So when it comes to syntax, being understood is what's important. So if you really do want to say that the cow farmer is leading, then there you go. Because the farmer only farms cows and the cow farmer is leading something. Yeah? The car in this sentence would be correct. This sentence would be correct, Sarwar, if we
The cow
said
farmer is leading in the field.
yeah, so maybe if I asked you, Sarwar, hey Sarwar, what is the cow farmer doing with the cows? You could say the cow farmer is leading, and that's okay. Yeah? Does that make sense? I know, right? It's crazy. We're getting crazy here. All right, so basically the big thing with syntax or word order is that it just has to make sense. And you have to just make sure that what you are trying to say actually makes sense and that the other person can actually understand what you mean to say. Yeah?
Ma'am, could you please let me know the show is live on Facebook?
Yeah, we are live right now.
Yeah,
This whole time we've been live.
That means worldwide people are watching this video.
Yeah, lots of people.
Oh, great, really
Yeah,
great.
that's right. Elizabeth Naspe is saying hello from Brazil. So say hello. She can see you.
Grammar hero today. Yes, in worldwide. Okay.
Very good. Okay, let's continue on because we don't have a lot of time.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
I know.
For those of you watching us on the Facebook Live, remember, ask your questions, say your comments in the comments, okay? You guys can participate as well. So
okay.
the next key element of grammar, of just basic grammar, is punctuation. So these are not all of the different punctuation marks that we have in English, but these are most of them. I think that punctuation is somewhat easy to understand. I think this is one of those things that you just have to memorize it. And honestly, I think a lot of these are pretty universal. So the whole world in every language uses some of these, from what I know. If you don't use some of these, please let me know. That's okay. All of these have different uses as well, right? So punctuation marks are most important in writing, when you are writing English. Because when you're speaking, you don't say comma, uh, how are you doing today? Question mark. You don't say that,
Question
right?
mark.
Exactly.
Yeah,
We
that's
don't
right.
actually say it. So punctuation is most important when we are writing. So,
Yeah, right, right.
yeah. Um, so, for example, all of these here down here are correct. He came
Yeah.
home, question, exclamation mark, question mark, apostrophe, comma, all of these are written correctly. But when you go to actually say them, this is what they would sound like. Sarwar, can you say this sentence?
He came home.
Oh, Sarwar, that's an exclamation mark. He came
Yeah.
home,
He came home. Yeah.
right?
He came home. And that
Exactly.
means,
That's
yeah.
excited. What about this sentence?
Uh, he came home.
Yeah, he came home. That's a question.
Home. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Perfect. Yeah.
What about this
Mm.
sentence?
Uh, let's cook, Gary.
Yeah,
Let's
very
cook,
good.
Gary. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, yeah.
Let's cook, Gary. Yeah. Again, there's a exclamation point, so there's excitement, right? There's more
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
energy into that sentence.
Yeah,
Now, what
yeah.
about this sentence?
Let's cook, Gary.
Ah, okay. Can you hear a difference?
Let's
These two
cook,
sentences are
Gary.
exactly the same, right? The same exact words. What's the only difference?
Same here,
The comma.
but one kind of commas used first sentence.
Yeah,
Let's cook,
so
Gary.
yeah,
Let's
so
cook, Gary.
when you say when you say this sentence, you say it exactly the same. Let's cook, Gary. Right? That would be the first one. The second one
Yeah,
might sound it sounds similar, but it could say something like, "Let's cook Gary."
Gary. Yes,
Yeah.
one sentence.
Yeah, so
No,
in this sentence up here, you might be able to hear it. And those of you watching us on the Facebook Live, let me know as well. Can you hear the difference? I'll say them one more time.
break up.
The first one,
Let's let's go, Gary.
let's cook Gary, versus the
Let's
second
cook,
one,
Gary.
let's cook
Yeah,
Gary.
yes.
Yeah?
Let's cook, Gary. Let's cook, Gary.
Yeah. So you might not be able to hear a difference, but this first one is because of the comma. This is why it's so important. Because of the comma, it means, hey, Gary, let's cook. Yeah?
Yeah.
But the second one, because there's no comma, it means we are going to cook Gary. So Gary, the person, the cat, the dog, whoever Gary is, we are going to cook him so we can eat him. Does that
Right.
make sense?
Excellent.
Yeah, yeah. Teresa has another example in the chat. Let's eat grandpa versus let's eat grandpa. Yeah, exactly. So
Yes,
when we
yes,
are
yes, yes.
speaking, yeah, sometimes we don't, when we are speaking, it's not always clear where the punctuation marks go. But when we are writing, these are super important. Yeah, you don't want to cook grandpa, for example. You don't want to eat Gary. You want to eat with Gary. Yeah.
Yes.
And Assis Anastasia asks, we are watching. I hope you are. If you are on the Facebook Live and commenting, Assis, it means that you are watching us on the Facebook Live, and I hope that you can see my screen. If you cannot, let me know. We'll see what we can do. But then, yeah, she also says, yes, it is totally different. So this is punctuation mark. I did have a little practice for us, but Sarwar, I think you get this. So let's go on.
Happy, happy.
Yeah.
Short experience to this, but I'm happy. This is the your thought and presentation of well and good. I'm really happy.
Perfect.
Something memorized.
Yes, very good.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
I do want to get into the tenses because this is where I feel like syntax or word order and punctuation are a little bit easier to understand. I think where a lot of my students have more questions comes into the tenses, the determiners, and the connectors. So this is where I want to focus a little bit more time. Okay? So the tenses basically let you know if you are speaking in the past, in the present, or in the future, right? So with tenses, it can tenses can mean, or they can refer to a single action, so like one single verb. They can refer to an action that keeps happening. um, it could also refer to tenses, could also refer to verbs that are going to happen in the future. So again, that's past, present, and future. Yeah. So
Yeah.
for example, we've got I'm a police officer. I'm Sarwar.
Yeah.
I'm a police officer. Is that past? Is that present? Or is that future?
This is present.
Yeah, I am a police officer right now, right?
Yeah. Right now, right.
Exactly. What about the next one? I was a police officer.
I was a police officer. That is past.
Exactly, very good. So I was a
Exactly.
police officer.
Yeah.
Now, with was, in this sentence specifically, we don't know if you were a police officer yesterday. Maybe you were a
Yeah.
police
Yeah.
officer 10 years ago, right?
Yeah.
This is
Right.
just general, simple past.
Simple past.
Yeah?
Okay.
Same thing. She's drinking wine right now. She's drinking wine.
Right now.
Yeah. She drinks
There is a
wine.
present continuous.
Very good, very good. She drinks wine. Again, still present tense, but it's slightly different, right? Very good. Okay, so I already talked about this and went over this, but yes, the verbs are obviously in three tenses, just like in any other language, I think. No, that's wrong. There are some languages that don't have tenses. But the past obviously is used to describe things that have already happened. So something that happened this morning, something that happened last week or years ago. Yeah, that's all past tense. Even 5 seconds ago is past tense. So like now is past tense to now. That's a little bit confusing to understand, but I hope that makes sense. So even something, so right now, for example, I have 8:40 in the morning. At 8:39, that's past tense already because that already happened. Yeah? The present tense is something that's happening right now, right this very second. Or something that is started in the past but is continuing to right now. And then obviously future tense is something that is going to happen in the future. So tomorrow, next week, tonight, next year, 5, 10 years from now, that's all future tense. And of course, Sarwar, you already mentioned a couple, or one of these. There are many subtypes to the tenses. So in present tense, we've got the simple present, present perfect, present continuous, and present perfect continuous. And then the past tenses and the future tenses. And I'm sure we kind of know by studying grammar and studying tenses deeper, you start to kind of know what these are. This is where I start to not focus too much on, okay, what is the past perfect of I go to the store? That's honestly, when you are speaking out in the world, that's not how we speak and that's not how we operate. Yeah, that's not what everyday language is. It's not like I'm going to be talking to a friend and then I'm going to say, "Oh, hold on, I need to tell you the past perfect of of this sentence." What? No, not at all. So, instead, this is what you should focus on. Um, don't worry too much about the name of the tenses. I recommend you worry more about how to use the tenses. So, if you just understand that there are some tenses that start in the past, or there are some actions that start in the past and continue till now, then you're good. Something happening right now, and then there's something that's going to happen in the future. So, in simple present, you would say, I read nearly every day. That's present, read. In just regular past tense, last night I read an entire novel because this was last night. Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
In plain simple future, I will read as much as I can this year because again, this year still has to come. This year is still in the future. Oh, that's all right. Um, so that is all the simple tenses. But then you also have am reading. Am reading is something that I started reading Shakespeare 10 minutes ago and I still am reading. So I am reading Shakespeare. I
Yeah.
was reading Edgar Allan Poe last
Yeah.
night, meaning I started reading Edgar Allan Poe last night, but maybe I'm not reading it right now, like I have my book in front of me, but I haven't finished the book, so therefore I am still reading it. So meaning I was reading it last night. Um, yeah, there's a whole lot of others. I know someone wanted to future continuance. Where are you? Bam. I will be reading Nathaniel Hawthorne soon. So will be reading. Again, that's just future tense. If you were to say, and this is where I recommend that don't get too caught up on the tenses. If you were to say, I will read Nathaniel Hawthorne soon, that's the same thing as the future. Yeah? You don't have to say, I will be reading Nathaniel Hawthorne soon. It's just a different tense, but it's all still in the future. So I don't um, force my students to like really say it correctly in terms of the tenses, because it's all, in this case, it's still future tense. The same thing, I will have read at least 500 books by the end of this year. This will have read, meaning that at the end of this year, which is in the future, at that point I will have finished reading 500 books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
will have read. I will have I will have bought groceries by the end of today. The end of today is still in the future, so I will have bought groceries or food, let's say. I will have bought dinner by the end of today. So at the end of the day, I will have dinner, but because it's future tense, I will have the dinner. Yeah?
Okay.
So this is just to go over it very quickly. I don't, like I said, don't get too caught up on, oh, what is the present perfect continuous? Honestly,
Yeah.
a lot of these,
Yes.
a lot of these tenses down here, I would say these last 6 ones down here, we don't use them too often in speaking. This is a lot more of the native English speaker, because we've been learning since we were little kids, right? Um, but yeah, so I don't want to get too far into this because we're running out of time. But Sadwar, do you have any questions, or anyone in the Facebook Live? Do you have any questions?
Okay. Okay.
You good? All right, very good. Determiners. So, determiners are another key element of grammar. Determiners basically help out your nouns. So if you know your nouns are your person, place, or things, determiners kind of help us uh, help the nouns give context. So
Yeah.
if I just said wife,
Yeah.
whose wife? My wife, his wife, her wife. We don't know whose wife. We just know the word wife. So wife being the noun needs a determiner, which in this case would be my wife or his wife. Yeah, so we need to know who. It's not, in this specific case, it's not so much who the wife belongs to, because wives are human beings, right? They're not things. But it's more like, what does the noun refer to, or what is it in relation to, right? For example, the other one, the restaurant over there. So restaurant obviously is your noun. You, if you were to say, yeah, if you were to say restaurant over there, it's a little incomplete, yeah. And then if you think about it, it sounds incomplete because we've been listening, right? So restaurant over there. If I say Sarwar,
over there, yeah.
yeah, if I say Sarwar, what restaurant do you want to go to? Oh, restaurant over there. Yeah, that just, it's like, wait, you're missing something. So the restaurant over there, or that restaurant over there. Yeah. So with determiners, there are tons of different determiners. We've got the definite article, which is the. We've got indefinite, or an. Definite articles, the, when we know the specific restaurant that we want to go to. If we say a restaurant, then we don't know what restaurant. We just want to go to a restaurant, any restaurant. Yeah. Demonstrative determiners. We've got this, that, these, those. Yeah. That's because we know this cup. Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, we've got the pronouns and the possessive. My, your, his, its, our, their. That's possessive. That's showing that whatever comes after these determiners belongs to the determiner. So like in the example above, my wife, right? Like that is, she is my wife.
Wife, yes.
Yeah. Or
he is your husband.
exactly, my husband, my cup. This cup belongs to me. Those are the possessive ones. We've got quantifiers, a few, a little. These basically tell us how much of the noun that follows after this. Of course, we've got numbers, we've got distributives. Distributives are like all, both, half, either, neither, each, every. That sounded like a poem a little bit.
Could you please, ma'am, just some explain me where I will use either or neither? Just shortcut explain me.
Yeah, of course. So either, so with pronunciation, this can be either or either. And this one is one of those that every English speaker just says it differently. And there's no right or wrong. And we understand them both. Either is more of the positive version of neither. So if you think of neither, you have an N in front of it. So this is negative. So I could write in either blue or red. Either.
Yeah.
So I could use both. Give me one of them. It's okay. I can use one. But if I say, I don't like, no, I like neither blue nor red, that means I don't like both of them. Yeah? So what's interesting is that with either, we usually say either or, and with neither, we say neither nor. And this, neither and nor. Nor is another one of the English words that not a lot of people use, but grammatically, it's correct. Either or, neither nor. And that's just to say, I don't use, I use pencil, my what? I neither use pencils. Neither, how do I say that? How do I use that in a sentence? Neither, either. Wait, I like, that just doesn't make sense. I can't think of a sentence right now, Salwa. Can you think of a sentence with neither?
No, I have something understand neither and either and either.
Okay. Maria in the chat says, neither I can dance nor sing. And this is where it's a little bit weird, because the correct way of saying that would be I cannot dance nor sing.
Yeah.
I can't dance nor sing, meaning I cannot do both. If you want to say neither, and this is why I'm having trouble, if I want to say neither, it would be I can neither dance nor sing. Let's write that down. Let's see how that looks. I can neither dance nor sing. I can neither dance nor sing. There it is. There it is. That's why I was having trouble. So you have the subject first, and then you've got the neither, the determiner, and then the actions. That's why it is. That was way there. Karina says, I neither like pencils nor colors to draw. And again, I like neither pencils nor colors to draw. That would be the correct sentence. Yeah, there you go. That's why it's a little bit difficult. And neither, again, neither nor is a combination of words that we don't usually use a lot. So it's a little bit tricky. Sarwan, we need to log off of Zoom and come back in. Because, see, that's what happened. Well, you are also watching us on Facebook Live, so that's great. Because we got cut off on Zoom because of the Zoom's 40-minute time limit. And then with all of the chit chatter that we had earlier on, we used up a lot of our time. But that's also because he had a lot of people. He was trying to log in a lot of times. So hopefully he can log in again. I don't know. Hopefully. I'm hoping. I'll share my screen though, so that you all can ask questions still. And I'm hoping he will be able to log back in. If not, we're going to have to finish this without him. Ugh. Hopefully not. But, yeah, so I know I missed a question, I think. Assis, welcome. Thank you, no problem. And, oh yeah, I read that. Yeah, Assis wants to know, what is the difference between I will visit America next week versus I will be in America next week? So the difference is obviously the visit and the be. I will visit means that I will travel to. It's the going. It's the physically, I'm on the airplane. I will visit America next week. Versus I will be in America next week. That is, I'm not the actual traveling, the airplane. That is, I am going to be in America next week. I hope that makes sense. Assis, does that make sense? Let me know what you think. I know I'm barely answering that question, but let me know in the chat. Does that make sense, or do you want me to explain it a little bit more? Dulandali, I love your name. I'm sorry. I just really like your name. It sounds really cool. I have 2 dogs. Neither one can sit. Perfect, except you would need that comma in there. So I have 2 dogs, comma, neither one can sit. That's a great example. I love it. Yeah, meaning that both dogs cannot sit down. So neither one can sit down. Yeah, exactly. Very good. Yeah, Assis. You got it. Very good. That's great. I don't know where Sarwar is. Hopefully he can log back in. But yeah, so determiners in English, right? These are helping the nouns. So that was either and neither. Yeah, either and neither. Difference words, other and another. Another book I am reading is blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that just means there's another book. So there's one book and there's a second book. Predeterminers would be such, what, rather, quite. What do I have to say about that? They predetermine, sorry, they predetermine what it is you're going to talk about. For example, I quite like drinking water. Or such. Who can give me a sentence with such? Maybe because I'm live, my brain is not working. I don't know. Such. I'm going to wait for you guys to give me a sentence with such while I message Sadwar to log back in. I don't know. Maybe he lost his internet again. Such. Anyone want to give me a sentence with such? I dance while I wait, you guys, so. This is not how I really dance, by the way. Just so you all know. Such that. Haha, there he is. Such a beautiful day. Ha! I remembered one. Today is such a beautiful day. Could I say today is a beautiful day? Of course. You don't really need the such. But if you say it, it just kind of emphasizes a little bit more that today is a beautiful day. Karina, I love fruits such as pears, grapes, and strawberries. Yeah, very good. In this case, you're using such as if it were an example, such as predeterminer. It could kind of work as a predeterminer. I would say it's actually more of an example term versus meaning that you could say, I love fruits, for example, pears, grapes, and strawberries. I love fruits like pears, grapes, and strawberries. Yeah. But very good. You did it. Nice. Thank you. As you all can see, he's trying to log back in. But you know what? While we wait for him to do that, let's fill in the blanks, y'all. So this is where I need participation. I would like to ask few questions. I would like to ask a few questions, or I would like to ask the few questions. Write it in the chat. What do we think? What do we think? I would like to ask few questions, a few questions, the few questions. See, I naturally dance, right? I naturally dance.
Yeah.
There you are, Sarwar. Perfect. I'm so sorry. It's because you are logging in with so many different, like trying to log in so many different times. Zoom said no more.
Yeah. No problem.
Okay, good. So Sarwar, you guys keep giving me your answers, okay? But Sarwar, do you have any other questions about the types of determiners?
The book I have received.
The book
I have received.
for the here?
Yeah, the book I have received.
Yeah, that's a good sentence. And it depends on the context to make it make sense, right?
Yeah.
Very good. We have Assis. She gave us a sentence. I was trying, while you were trying to log back in, Sarwar, I was talking to the people on Facebook Live. And I was explaining the last two types of determiners that we talked about, or that we were going to talk about. And so I asked people to give me a sentence with such, because I couldn't think of one. And Assis says, we visited such fascinating places on our trip through Central Asia. Exactly. That is a perfect one. Very good, Assis. Yeah, nicely done. So, Sarwar, this is where you get to participate, my friend. I would like to ask few questions, a few questions, the few questions. What do you think?
I would like to ask a question.
A few questions?
A few questions.
Nice, yeah.
A few questions.
Yeah, and actually we have Karina saying a few, Karu says a few, Maria says few. Maria actually also says a few. She says will not be applicable because the word questions is in plural form. Let's see. That is actually incorrect, Maria. Yeah, so I would like to ask a few questions. So even though questions is plural, right? So you're not asking only one question, you're asking many questions. It's a few questions.
Yes.
Yeah. Very good, you got it. Let's try another one before we go into connectors. And everyone, of course, weigh in on the chat. I didn't find blank there. So I didn't find no one there. I didn't find anyone there. I didn't find someone there. Sarwar, what do you think?
I didn't find someone there.
Okay, all right. What do the people say in the chat? I didn't find blank there. No one, anyone, someone.
I didn't find someone there.
I didn't
No.
find someone there.
I didn't find anyone there.
Anyone? You're changing your answer, Sarwar?
Yes, anyone there.
All right, yeah, very good.
Fine.
Nice. Nicely done.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you.
the people in the chat also agree with you. So this is one of those, Maria, very good. I'm happy you are learning, and ask your questions as well. But this is something I do want to point out because I think it depends on your native language that I find some of my students make this mistake. So if you notice, not. I did not.
Not.
Not is a negative. So I'm going to do thumbs down for negative. You, the answer cannot be no one. I did not find no one there, because if you do, it's double negative. So
Yeah.
yeah, you got it. You understand what I mean, Sarwan? You can't, that's one of the grammar rules. You cannot have a double negative. So two negatives in a sentence. Because if you think of math, if you have two negatives, basically they're both positive. Yeah? So if I say
Negative.
yeah. So basically if I say I didn't find no one there, that's the same as saying I did find someone there. It's the same thing. Two negatives make two positives. So you have to go one negative, one positive. I did not find anyone there. Anyone is a positive. Now, because it's grammar and it's English grammar, I have to say the grammar rule is no two negatives, right? But say you went to say you went to the movies, you went to the cinema, the movie theater, and you went to go watch a movie, and then you watch the movie, and then you come back and you're talking to your mom, and then she says, oh, did you find anyone there? You can say, I didn't find no one. And what would that mean? Again, that's two negatives, but what would that mean? That you found someone. Does that make sense? How crazy is that, Sadwad? Sadwad, can you hear me?
I didn't. So yeah, 100%.
Yeah?
I didn't find anyone there. This is the right question, but you inform me the two negative are not allowed to one sentence.
Exactly. No two negatives in one sentence. That is the grammar rule, right? That's the grammar rule right there.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. You can break the rule, right? Because you can always break grammar rules. And if you say, I didn't find no one there, then that's more in speaking. That's more if you imagine like you're trying to give someone a surprise. Yeah, and then you say, oh, I didn't find no one. That means that you did find someone. So when it comes to writing and speaking, the grammar rules are a little bit different. No, I'm lying. The grammar rules are the same, but when it comes to speaking, we can break them a little bit more. Yeah? All right, Sadwar, are you ready for the next one? One more?
Next one, start. Yes, okay.
All right, last one for determiners. Very blank politicians are really honest. Very few politicians, very a few politicians, very the few politicians. What do you all think in the chat?
Very few politicians are really honest.
Very few politicians are really honest. What do you all say in the chat? Sarwar, are you sure this is the correct answer?
Yes.
All right. We have Assis agrees with you. Assis, am I saying your name right? Assis? Asis? Assis. Is Assis correct? And Karu agree with you, Sarwar. Few. Karu, I'm glad you understand and you understand the explanation. Very good. Maria, sorry. Few politicians.
Yeah.
Nice. Very good. Yeah, very few politicians, right? Not very the few. What? Again, that sounds incorrect. Whew, we are doing great. This is probably the longest Facebook Live I have ever done. All right, let's go into connectors, and this is the last key element of English grammar. Even with this one, there are 6 different types of connectors. And connectors are the words that connect, other words, basically. They connect other words, or they connect other phrases or clauses, so parts of sentences, they connect them together. Assis, very good. I got your name right. I like it. Okay, so let's just go through this. I'm not going to go through every single detail, Sarwar. Ask me questions, okay? All right. So the first type of connector is condition. We have if so, if not, or otherwise. So if so, um, where am I going with this? If so is used with like, if this is happening, this will also happen, or this can also happen. Yeah? Whereas if not and otherwise are more like, if this is not happening, this can not happen. Does that make sense a little bit? Yeah? So we have this example sentence, I hope the bus comes soon. Otherwise, I'll be late for my appointment with the doctor. This basically means that if the bus does not come soon, I will be late for my appointment with the doctor. So it's kind of a condition. So like if this happens, this will happen. If this doesn't happen, this will not happen. It's kind of that situation. We also have, are you going to the store? If so, can you get me some milk? So if you are going to the store, please get me some milk. So if this happens, this can also happen. Yeah. If so, this is also really important to note, to keep in mind. If so is the opposite of if not. So if so is like positive, this is happening, then this can happen. If not is, if this is not happening, this is also not going to happen. Yeah, that's kind of where that happens. That's kind of how that works. The next type of connector is result. So, as a result, because of this, consequently, so or so that, such or such that, therefore, hence, and thus. Yeah, these are result type connectors. The example being, I missed the train. As a result, I missed my flight. Yeah, this one would be the result of me missing the train is that I also missed my flight. Right. That's how that works. I'm expecting the traffic to be heavy. Therefore, let's leave early. Basically, the expectation is that there's going to be a lot of cars on the road. So, if there are a lot of cars on the road, the result will be that I will be late, right? So, I have to leave early. And that's where, therefore, let's leave early. Yeah? Sarwan, you got any questions so far?
Okay. Just I am waiting for quiz.
Alrighty, very good. I do want to point out that hence and thus are two connector words that we don't usually use. And then we also don't really use them in speaking. That doesn't mean that they're wrong or you can't use them. Of course you can use them. And actually, hence and thus will actually elevate your vocabulary and make you sound more educated and more advanced in English. Yeah? So, an example would be Drake lived in Spain for 5 years, hence his perfect Spanish. So, he has perfect Spanish because he lived in Spain for 5 years. Yeah? Or you also have the best player got injured, thus they had no chance of winning the final. So they had no chance of winning the final because the best player got injured. So the result of the best player being injured is that they had no chance of winning on the final. So these are the result type connectors. Yeah, Sarwar? Still good?
Yes, 100%.
Perfect. And of course there are more result type connectors, but the next type is to give more detail. So namely, that is to say, in other words, these might also be your example type. So for example, for instance, such as your example sentence.
Namely, Italy and France produce the best time. Many European countries, namely Italy and France, produce the best wine.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. So here we're using namely as for example, right? Namely comes from the word name, obviously. So we're going to name Italy and France as two of the European countries. The next type is time. So when, after, while, once, since, ever since, as soon as.
As soon as.
Exactly.
Yeah.
These refer to time.
It is time.
Yeah, very good. So John cooked dinner while Jasmine prepared dessert. So these two things were happening at the same time. So John is over there making dinner, and Jasmine is over here making dessert, and they're doing it at the same time.
Prepared dessert, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So these time links or time connectors are showing when something is happening. So just think of time, okay? Another example, I'll give you a hand as soon as I can.
As soon as I can, yeah.
Yeah, very good. So as soon as
I can.
Yeah, as soon as, meaning at this moment, for example, I cannot help you, but as soon as I finish, I will be able to help you.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Understand, yes.
Very good. The next one, reason. So because, since, as, in case, insofar.
Reason,
Yeah, these are your reasons as well. So since you're going to drink, let's take a taxi. So because you're going to drink, let's take a taxi. Yeah? Another one could be, let's have our picnic today in case it rains tomorrow.
It rains tomorrow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so again, in case. So like maybe.
It rains tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. And I believe the last one, yeah, is purpose. So purpose connectors.
Purpose.
Yeah.
In order. So as to, in order that, so that. Exactly. Ms. Brown spoke clearly and loudly in order for the students to understand her better.
Yes, exactly. So here your purpose connector is in order to, in order for, in order that. So because she wants the students to understand her better, she is going to speak clearly and loudly. Yeah. So she speaks.
I will speak slowly so that you can write down the sentence correctly.
Yeah, so that.
Speak slowly. Yeah, exactly. I will speak slowly.
Very good. Alrighty, so the proper use of connectors is super important when we are speaking. And connectors are, like I said earlier, connectors take you to the advanced level of English, to more fluent level of English. Connectors basically help us connect our ideas, right? If without them, then it just kind of sounds a little bit weird. That's kind of what it is. So, Sarwar, are you ready to try a couple?
Yeah.
Alrighty, those of you watching us on the Facebook Live, of course, you are welcome to join. So she got the job blank, the fact that she had very little experience. So despite, whereas, otherwise, furthermore, or moreover.
She got the job, whereas the fact that she had very little experience.
All right, whereas. So Sarwar, do you know what whereas means?
Whereas, yes, whereas.
Kind of.
She got the job, that means she got the job, what the area, like that.
So
right?
she got the job, right? That's a positive. The fact that she had very little experience, that's a negative.
Very little experience, negative, okay?
Yeah.
So
So
she got the job, furthermore, moreover, she had very little experience.
what do you think? Sarwar,
She got the job. She got the job, moreover, the fact that she had very little experience.
Okay, so let me just tell you, Sarwar, we've got Maria and Karu saying that the answer is despite.
Despite means, I don't know despite means.
Oh, that's okay. That's good. So despite is more, is like even though. Do you know what even though means?
No.
That's okay. So despite and, yeah, despite and even though. Despite
is negative.
Despite and even though is more like something positive first, despite, even though something negative.
Okay.
Yeah. So what do you think? Do you agree with Maria, Karu, and Assis that the blank is despite, or do you think it's moreover? Sarwar, what's your answer?
She got the job. Moreover, she got the job. Moreover, the fact that she had very little experience.
Alrighty. Sarwar says it's moreover. I'm sorry, Sarwar. Everyone in the comments is right. Despite. Exactly. She got the job despite the fact that she had very little experience. Yeah? Exactly what everyone is saying. So she got the job. That's a positive. Even though she doesn't have that much experience. That's a negative. So that's despite. Let's try another one. Don't worry. Let's try another one. My sister's handwriting is always so neat. Blank. Mine is a total mess.
My sister's handwriting is always so neat.
What do we all think on Facebook?
Oh, neat. My sister's handwriting is always so neat. Moreover, oh no, battery is running low. Here use moreover.
Moreover?
Yes.
So moreover is something positive and something positive. So do you think these are two positive ideas?
Otherwise. Furthermore, mine is a total mess.
Okay, furthermore is this is happening and this is happening. Or this is happening and this is happening. What do you think? Just so you know, Sadwar, just so you know, Maria and Karu say that the answer is whereas.
My sister's handwriting is always so neat, whereas mine is a total mess. Right, whereas is perfect.
Whereas, yeah, Maria, Karu,
perfect.
And Assis, and Dulanjali. Everyone agrees with you, Sarwar, whereas is the correct answer.
Whereas, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, very good.
Understand, you team on everything on home. Happy, develop. My grammar is something developed.
No, you're doing good. Let's do one more. One more. Reading is an excellent way to increase your vocabulary. It can also help you improve your grammar.
Reading is an excellent way to increase your vocabulary, despite whereas otherwise furthermore moreover. Vocabulary, whereas vocabulary, whereas it can also help you improve your, what is this, but otherwise furthermore moreover. Furthermore, perfectly.
Furthermore, it can also help you improve your grammar.
Furthermore, furthermore, moreover.
Moreover?
Moreover, it can also help you improve your grammar.
Yeah? Just so you know, Karu and Dulanjali also say it's moreover. Oh, Maria says it's furthermore though. Oh, I don't know. Assis says it's moreover. Final answer, Sarwar. What do you think?
Reading is an excellent way to increase your vocabulary. Moreover, it can also help you improve your grammar.
Moreover?
Moreover, yes, moreover.
Oh, so close. So close. And a lot of people on Facebook Live, Sarwar, also said moreover, except for Maria. Maria said it was furthermore. But if you think about it, both of these can work. Yeah, both of these can work. Furthermore and moreover, they're both okay to use. Again, remember, as long as you make sense and the people can understand you, it works, right? Furthermore, though, we use it more when we are trying to explain a little bit more. Yeah? So reading is an excellent way to increase your vocabulary. Furthermore, it can also, yeah, I'm trying to explain that reading, why is reading excellent? Yeah, because reading is also great to improve your vocabulary. So furthermore is more to explain a little bit more. Moreover is also to explain a little bit more, but I would say moreover is a little bit more towards and. Yeah, does that make sense? It's like I said, it's a little bit, it's just complicated. Yeah, it's just grammar. But both of these are correct. Furthermore is just more correct. That's all it is. Yeah. Maria Sarwar, Maria says you use moreover to introduce a piece of information that adds to or supports the previous statement. So exactly. So you're basically using it to explain a little bit more, similar to furthermore. Yeah. Alrighty, Sadwan. Do you have any last questions?
Okay, okay.
We're all done for today. So, Sadwan, do you have any other questions?
No, oh,
Oh, and he's gone. What happened? It's gone. My student is gone. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, Maria, furthermore is defined as in addition to or besides. Exactly. And so thank you so much, Maria, for giving us these definitions. It's when it comes to the defining the words and with grammar specifically, I kind of explained it a little bit earlier. You have the grammar rule, but then there's exceptions, right? And then you can break those rules. And then if you're speaking, you can bend the rules a little bit more as well. So in that sentence, what was that sentence? Let's see what that sentence was. I don't know if it'll show me. Despite, yeah. Whereas, yeah, so here, reading is an excellent way to increase your vocabulary. Moreover, it can also help you improve your grammar. So, yeah, Karu, furthermore and moreover are basically the same, right? They look alike is what she's saying. But yeah, so this is where I'm saying, even though if you put moreover here, you're also still explaining why reading is great, because it can improve your grammar and it can increase your vocabulary. So in this situation, both of them would be correct. Furthermore, like I said, it just sounds better. And this is where speaking comes into play. And this is how we talked about in the syntax word order Facebook Live before, that as long as the other person can understand what you're saying or the other person can understand what you're writing, then we're all good. Yeah. Let me get out of this real quick. Assis, it is amazing, dear teacher. I learned a lot of new things here. Thank you, dear teacher. No problem, Assis. I think this might be the first time that you join us. I don't remember reading your name before, but if it is your first time, thank you so much for joining us. Welcome. You're welcome to come back. Maria, I don't think I've seen your name before either. Welcome as well. You ladies, I believe, yeah, ladies are welcome to join me any Facebook Live that I do, any free class that I do. If you ladies want private classes, I have teachers that work with me. We do that as well. Dulanjali, yeah, see, now I know how to say your name, so I'm excited to say your name. But yeah, so Karina, Dulanjali, Karu, yeah, everybody else, if you've already joined us before, thank you so much for coming back. I'm gonna have to get in touch with Sadwar. I don't know what happened, he got cut off. But yeah, anyway, thank you all so much. I know this, I usually try to do 45 minutes to an hour with these Facebook Lives, but as you saw, if you've been with me since I started, I had camera problems today, and then Sadwar had technology issues today. So all of that stuff, but it's okay. We are here for you. Any questions that you have, make sure you write them in the comments below, or if you want to send them in a private message, of course, I can help you out. I'm not always the one that answers the messages. Sometimes I have an assistant to help that helps me. But regardless, we are here to help you out. If you want private classes, of course, like I said, I have teachers that work with me. We can do private classes for you alone, or if you want to work with your friends, we can do that. We are all over Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and running out of time. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, website, email, all of that good stuff. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, save, react. I don't know. Honestly, there's just so many little buttons that you can press. Just do it all. Just do it. Maria, I am always reading posts from this page and tried to join before, but unfortunately I became super busy. Yeah, I am so happy I made it today. That's great. No, that's great. I love to hear it, and I understand that life happens, right? The free speaking practices are on Mondays, like I showed you earlier. Mondays at 8 a.m. California time. Um, those are free, and those are just to practice your speaking. So either I or another student will bring a topic that day. So you don't know the topic beforehand. We will bring a topic that day, and then we ask a question, and then you get to practice speaking. So there's no teaching happening. It's only a practice. I have had some people ask me, teacher, give me the topic before so that I can prepare. But you know what? When you talk to your friends, you don't know what you're going to talk about before you meet them, right? Right? So that's why I don't give the topic beforehand. And honestly, I don't always know the topic beforehand. I have little post-it notes with a lot of ideas, but it just kind of happens on that day. What do we want to talk about? What do we, anyway, I'm talking way too much. But yeah, so the free speaking practice is on Mondays at 8 a.m. California time. These Facebook Lives happen because someone from that practice on Monday wins this free class, and then it kind of turns into something like this. Other than that, we do have courses available. So if you just want to do a course kind of like the one that I showed today, and you just want to practice and read and understand by yourself, we have those available as well. Everything is everywhere. I'll say it like that. Yeah. And if it's not, or you can't find it, send me a message. I'll send it to you. But whew, it's 9:30. I've been at this for an hour and a half. So if you have any last questions, put them in the chat right now. But if you don't have any questions, thank you so much for watching. I'm hoping you stayed through the whole thing. But if you didn't stay through the whole thing, I completely understand. That's all right. If you're watching this on replay and it's recorded and you have to watch it like in 2 or 3 different days, that's okay too. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Thank you for participating as well. I love having the student with me on Zoom because then it feels more like an actual class, right? And I'm actually talking to someone instead of how right now I'm just talking to my camera. I don't know. So if you don't write in the comments, I don't know who's there. Okay, I think I'm done. I'm not seeing any more questions. Oh, Assis, yes, I will follow. Very good. Yeah, everything always gets posted. So just make sure that you stay tuned and just watch, basically. Maria, thank you so much, Teacher Isabel. You are a blessing for everyone. Oh, thank you. I'm so happy to read that. Uh, I love it. Honestly, I just love helping people, and I love just helping people. And I find that by teaching English is my way of helping others. And so, yeah, this is why I constantly ask you to like and comment and share the posts and share the videos. I try to do funny videos as well. That way we can help, as many people. But yeah, private classes, those I think I get to help even more because those are one-on-one. Or if you want to work with your friends, we can do that too. Thank you very much, teacher. Yeah, my pleasure, Karina. Okay, all right. Whew, I am done talking. I need to have breakfast. Okay. I don't know what happened to Sideward. I will talk to him later, but I'm done. I am all done for today. Thank you all so much for joining me. Don't forget to press all the buttons you already know. And I hope to see you all on Monday's English speaking practice, or at the next Facebook Live. I'm also thinking to do an Instagram Live sometime soon. So let me know in the comments if you want that. Um, if you want an Instagram Live, maybe I'll see what I can do with that. And also, I should say, I have an idea to create a Facebook group so that we can play speaking games. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it, but let me know in the comments. Do you like that idea? Do you want me to do an Instagram Live? Do you want me to create a speaking games Facebook group? And then obviously we can have another Zoom meeting so we can practice and just play speaking games. Yeah, let me know what you think. Wow, Karu, wow. Yeah. So these are just things I'm thinking, right? Because I want to help out. So all right. Let me know in the comments what you think about those two ideas. If you like them and you want me to do them, then I'll work on them a little bit more. If you think, no, I don't want to see you anymore, yeah, don't bad teacher, whatever the reason, then just let me know. That's fine as well. Cool. Great initiative. Nice. I love it. Very good. Okay. See you on Monday, dear teacher and friends. Perfect. Así es. Yes, I will see you on Monday. Shahir, it is 3 few. I'm not sure what you're talking about. You might be answering one of the questions, and that's okay. Dulanjali, good idea. Let me know specifically. What idea? I don't know. I gave you 2. Anyway, put them in the comments. Do you want an Instagram live? Or do you want would you like a English speaking games practice Facebook group and then Zoom meetings to meet and play speaking games? Alrighty, I am completely done. For sure now. Karu. No, we want to see you every day. I need to hear your voice. Oh, that's so nice of you, Karu. I appreciate that. Alrighty, I'm done. I'm completely done talking to my camera. Cool. Okay. I will see you all on Monday or in a free speaking practice on Monday or in another live or somewhere else. See you all next time.